Welcome everyone to your Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm Anna Berry. Joining me is Elaine Guy, the CEO of Secure Private Data. Welcome, Elaine.
Hi, Anna. Nice to see you. Hi, everyone.
Okay, so our weekly hack this week is this interesting article about a former Amazon cloud worker convicted of hacking into the company's cloud servers, stealing over 100 million customers' data to mine for cryptocurrency. So, Elaine, how can we not be one of the statistics in this if we do choose to buy cryptocurrency, right? That's a chance we take anyway. That's a different show. But how can we keep our data private and secure when we are doing these online transactions?
Well, first of all, I expect a ton more of these criminal activities happening because cryptocurrencies and crypto companies are not necessarily booming right now. They're all crashing, unfortunately, but that was, expected by some, unexpected by others. So this lady needed to scrape as much money as she could. That's why she went to 100 million people. You can scrape quite a few cryptocurrencies from 100 million people. So the problem is that Amazon Web Service, and I am an Amazon shareholder. I do love the company as a whole. But I'd rather not host my email and my wallets and things like that on a big tech platform. But the problem is that 99% of these service companies, these software companies, are hosted on Amazon, Microsoft Cloud, which is called Azure, or Google. And AWS is it's AWS and Microsoft that are the biggest, the biggest cloud providers essentially for infrastructure. So you go to a wallet, they build an application for you to buy and sell, stuff using your crypto. That's hosted on AWS. So you don't have a choice, unfortunately. The only thing that you could do, and in fact, many times I was told, why don't you do a crypto wallet, right? That for years I've been told. In fact, I have a domain that we call it digital or bitcoinsafe.ch. It's a domain name that we reserved close to a decade ago, and we still have it. The problem is that when you host cryptocurrencies, now especially, you are attracting hackers. It's basically having honey and saying to the bees, here, come and take all the honey that you can, because you're screaming something that I have value, I'm storing it, and I challenge you to break the wallet. So obviously this person succeeded. Thank God she was caught. And for a very mundane mistake that she made, the biggest criminals, they always make that little tiny mistake that's so basic. That's what they get caught. But in terms of communication, email, messaging, etc., you could use something, I'm going to say like secure, because we're not hosted on a big tech platform. And let me tell you how it may help you a little bit. So we all know that hackers spy communications first. Your emails, and now everybody uses this chat application, which you have to give their phone number. They already have that. And from that, they go to your wallet, whatever. But the communication for people to even know that you have a wallet, right? So that's already something. You need to protect your communication, your information. Obviously, don't post about a particular crypto wallet on social media, because somebody will find out, hey, this person has money in that crypto wallet because they keep talking about that company. So that would be a great start. Use our secure application and services, which offers you an email and messenger rolled into one for $10 a month, which is cheap. And in terms of the crypto wallets, we never went into crypto storage because we knew it was going to attract bad people. This person, who was an employee of Amazon, has access. Now, what does that tell you? That tells you that the employees have access. In our company, not one person has access to everything. First of all, our DNA, like all our employees in Europe, or we have some in Canada, its privacy runs in the vein, kind of. It's what we believe in. So there's a company culture that you need to cultivate. Then you need to treat your employees well, right? And pay them well. Right. I saw an image of this lady's environment, it looked like, not well, right? So Obviously, this person needed to pay some bills. Again, we're not excusing that, but that entices. If you pay your employees well, if they're happy, that's a good start. If on top of that, they have the culture of privacy, that's great. I mean, Amazon, Google, the other, they all data mine you. Their culture is not privacy. Ours is. So that's a start. And then unfortunately, if you go to any crypto wallet, you run that risk. So my advice is reduce dramatically the social footprint. So social media footprint. Eliminate all your posts, right? It's like imagine that you have a Swiss bank account and you don't want to give your bank account number everywhere. Now you have to think like that because the hackers are out there to get whatever they can out of you. There's an economic downturn. Cryptocurrencies are down 90%. So they're trying to scrape whatever they can. But your information is still valuable. Social security, whatever, anything else. So, I mean, we're talking a little bit about this. It's roundabout ways. Short answer, we don't do crypto wallet. Unfortunately, we wish we could. We decided not to because we don't want to attract people. We don't want to have a big speaker that says, come and steal our information and run the risk of such a thing and having to defend that all the time. And then the other thing is don't use any big tech email and messaging discussing your finances, whether it's crypto or your bank account or anything. Just use private stuff.
Right. And you're about to launch your own VPN. Is that correct?
Yes, actually, it's kind of interesting to say that. So when you use our system and you log in, you basically log into our servers in Switzerland. So we have our Helix technology, which is like a tunneling system. So you're protected there in terms of the security, but the VPN will be really good because if you use our VPN, but you log into your banking, nobody will know where you are, right? So you could even be in a coffee shop, God forbid using Wi-Fi, which I do not recommend, but let's say you do, at the very least, nobody will know that you're making such a mistake using public Wi-Fi to log into financial websites, etc. So that will protect you from that. The VPN, which is secure VPN, surprise, surprise, it's basically going to launch, we believe, sometime in November, and it will only be out of Switzerland because it's pointless to change locations because every time you change your IP location between countries, it opens the door, then close the door so a hacker can come in between. So it'll be multiple IPs within Switzerland. We do have multiple location servers in different parts of Switzerland, so that should protect you. So buy the VPN when it comes out. Use it even with your email or whatever. So when you log into your bank, your crypto wallet, I mean, you're kind of like giving me an idea in my head. I always thought about regular bank because I don't do crypto. But you know what? People who are now going to log into their crypto, their connections are being spied on, their email, their messaging. At the very least with our VPN, which is not a typical open source free, I can get one for free. The same story that's happening for VPN, where people say, I can get a cheap one, I can get a free one, I don't want to pay $10. It's exactly the same thing as the free emails. It's the same concept. You don't want to pay, you'll have zero security and zero privacy. So yes, we're launching a VPN. We're also launching our secure voice and secure video. But you're right, the VPN will be big. Anybody that's into crypto or needs to go to their e-banking or pay a bill, right? Maybe you go to a website and you have to pay with your credit card, you know, your insurance company, whatever. You always log in from a location, and at least that will be protected.
Well, good. I look forward to that service personally. It's always about you get what you pay for. And what you're doing here, what we're trying to do is just change the mindset, right? Think before you post, think before you plug in, think before you send. So for those out there wondering what happened to her, according to the article, the jury found her guilty of wire fraud, unauthorized access to a protected computer, and damaging a protected computer, according to the article. Plus, she was not found guilty of access device fraud or aggravated identity theft.
She was not?
She was not found guilty of identity theft.
That's what happens when you have great lawyers.
Right, or Amazon back, yeah. Right. So it's only the beginning. We know that this is going to continue. That's why we're informing the public of what we can do to not be so vulnerable and not be one of the statistics. So as always, thank you, Elaine, for joining me. And thank you to all of our viewers for watching.
Thanks everyone for watching. See you next week.